Elgato Facecam. That's what we're using today. So we are using the Elgato Facecam, and this is what we're streaming with at 60 frames per second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, this is what we're up to today. I'm just going to leave that there for a little bit of product placement. Yeah. So yeah, today we are looking at the Elgato Facecam. It's lots of fun. Yeah, so I thought I'd give the Elgato Facecam a go because I've been using the Logitech Brio, which is a fantastic 4K camera, by the way. But I've noticed its 60 FPS is not the best. Its 60 FPS just isn't there. It just isn't there. It goes very grainy and very sort of like muggy when it runs at 60 frames per second. It also seems to require quite a lot of light, even though it's a good low light camera. If you try anything with 60 FPS, it seems to demand significantly more light than normal. So we've gone, this thing's just come out, and we've gone with the Elgato Facecam, which supposedly has a state-of-the-art Sony sensor, which is used in CCTV, and I like it. Low light performance. It's definitely got low light performance, and thankfully, we are actually busting out some very cool Elgato lights. We've got the Elgato lights set up now, so that's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Just to tweak that. The mount for this Facecam is a little bit clunky. Hey Rex! How are you doing? So yeah, it's a little bit clunky, the mount, but it's a lot more flexible than the Logitech. The Logitech mount does not have any left or right at all. There's no left or right. It's fixed like that. So now it does have a tripod mount, which I love, and the Elgato, I think, has a tripod mount. This is so crunchy. Putting back on, but yeah, the Logitech just doesn't have that. It has a little tilt mechanism there, which is handy, but it doesn't have. It just doesn't have that that sideways tilt that the Elgato's got, which obviously I can't show you because it's plugged in. It also doesn't seem to get hot. No, it's got little vents in the back, but it doesn't seem to get hot. Whereas the Logitech gets rather warm, rather on. Honey, you seem to be doing well buying all this expensive equipment. Thank you so much, Rex. Thank you so much. Well, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette. No, this was £180, 118, I think, 190 pounds ish. So the Elgato lights, Sadira, I managed to get them quite well for 280 for both. So like, what's that, like 140 per light, which was really good. That was really good. And yeah, it's not quite plugging in a big boy camera into it, which I plan on doing. I plan on running the Elgato capture device here, HD capture device with a proper camera, or even getting they do like a 4K capture card, and I'm really tempted to get a 4K camera and then like run that through the 4K capture card and then stream at 4K. Then we would be cooking on proverbial gas, as they say. I had to tune the settings and the colours aren't quite there. There's something a little bit funky going on with the colours. That's the only thing that I didn't quite like. But look at this buttery smooth 60 frames per second. It's incredible. It's incredible. And now we haven't got 4K that the Logitech's got. But I really like what this does with 60 frames per second. Like, they've definitely set this to be like to run at 60 FPS. They've definitely set this to run at 60 FPS, like absolutely fine. I find it like absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Hello, Camelo. Why do you call me Alexa? Faxton geek. Alex. It's just Alex. It's just plain Alex. That's what it is. That is what it is. So, I'm not quite happy with the colour rendition of this Elgato camera. That's the only issue I've got. But what I love about these new lights is I can turn the lights off, I can turn the lights on, I can change the Kelvin of these lights and make them blue, make them very blue, make them very orange, and then I can smack them somewhere in between. I can actually bizarrely bring out the colours in my face by running these lights at a different colour temperature. Now that's very interesting because I was having trouble with the colour rendition of this. Okay, Alex, but fantastico Faxton. Faxtastic? That's what I am. I'm super Faxtastic. That's what I am. That is what I am. Now, I've noticed if I alter the colours of the camera lights, of the key lights, the rendition of the colours actually seems to improve slightly in here. So that's really good. That's really good. And what I love about this control center is I can actually alter the brightness of these lights. That's them on the lower setting, 10%, 15%, 20%, and then we go brighter. Whoa, too bright. It's crazy brightness. Which is, I don't know why they've made them go so bright. Right, switch down to 15%. I'm very happy with 15%, but how is the camera doing? Is it struggling a little bit? No, it seems to be okay. We bump it up to 20%. That's 20%. And that's at 15%. Maybe a little bit more blurry, but not too shabby. Not too shabby. You know your shit. I'm trying to keep up, but you're clearly talking over my head. Right, it's to do with the colour of the lights, Rex. It's to do with the colour of the lights. So I've got a light over here. Just unscrew that. I have a light here. Whoa, too bright, right? I have a light here, right? And on the back, you can adjust the brightness, but you can also adjust what colour it is. So you can have a very, I don't know if this is going to show up, you can have a very blue light or a very orange light. You can't really tell the difference, but you can have a very blue light or a very orangey light. And basically what it's for, Rex, is that if you put the lights on at night, they tend to have like a yellowy tinge to them. And if you have daylight coming in through your window, it has a very bluey tinge to it. And basically what these lights allow you to do is change the colour. And that's it. You're going to have a real studio soon. Well, that's the plan, is to actually get like a fancy pants camera, 4K camera, and stream 4K maybe one day. This Elgato Facecam is literally just an interim device. It's an interim device until we get like the full daddy-o sort of stuff. Like, I'm just investing in the equipment. That's what I'm going through at the moment. And what I'm doing is I'm just slowly investing in the equipment to get some like really good stuff. And I'm shocked at how cheap this stuff is, because if you go shopping for proper lights, those GVM lights that I've got there, I got 3 of them, it was £750 or something. It was mega money, mega money. And now I can get 2 Elgato key lights for 280 quid that are Wi-Fi controlled and have an app, and I can control from the computer. And yeah, it's really good. I'm also running the audio off this little Olympus audio capture. It's not a dictaphone, it's a really mini version of like a pro audio capture microphone. I'm running that at the moment through USB, and hopefully the audio sounds quite good. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And but I plan on getting a proper cardioid mic. That's at least my plan. But I'm just doing it, you know, little and often. That's the idea. That's at least the idea, and hopefully anyone who's interested in the Elgato Facecam can actually see what this bad boy's like. Oh, noisy. Hey Paul, how are you doing? I've got a new camera today, the Elgato Facecam. I've got a new streaming camera. So it's a shame because my Canon SLR, which is just there, the SLR is like super good. It's super good, but it doesn't have a clean HDMI output, and that's the killer really. Sadly, that's its killer, like its killer flaw, so to speak. But I was just tweaking the settings, because this Elgato allows you to change a lot of its settings. Supposedly it's uncompressed as well, so there's no like camera shenanigans going on. The only thing that I don't like is that it seems to make my face very flat, and the Logitech just has a few extra colours in my face. That's the only thing that I'm not quite happy with. But, there's a but, I'm very happy with this 60 frames per second, which is very good. Very good. There's a significant improvement in quality, I feel, compared to my last live stream. There's a definite improvement. You know, it's a better camera. I didn't think it was at first. I was going to chuck it like in the bin, or not chuck it in the bin, I was going to send it back. But no, there's, after actually double checking, it's significantly better, this camera. The only issue is it doesn't come with a mic. Have I ever used a Nikon? No, because of Canon lenses. And Canon also do a cinema camera range, and the cinema cameras take the EF mount lens, so you can get a red cinema camera, and that's really the difference. Nikon use Nikon lenses, and that's why I haven't touched them, and they seem to be not very popular these days. The killer with Canon is this is the lens, right? This is a Sigma lens. Oh, the only trouble with this is it's a fixed focus, so you can't actually see. It's a Sigma lens, right? Now this bad boy Sigma, right, is a very good camera lens, but it'll go on a cinema camera, a video camera, a DSLR, and that is why Canon have got such an advantage. Canon have got a real advantage there. And like you see, I'm seeing everyone use these Sony mirrorless ones, but they're all using E-mount lenses, and I don't like E-mount lenses. I like EF mount lenses because I can bolt them straight onto a Blackmagic design or Canon or Red cinema camera, and that is the difference. It's the lens system that is more important, and Canon have got proper video, whereas Nikon, I'd never really seen anything with their sort of like video. They tried it and it didn't really work out. It didn't really work out. So that is the main reason why I've never gone near Nikon, thankfully, because I nearly bought a Nikon camera back in the day. Back in the days like 2015 to me. But yeah, like 2014, 2015, they had Nikon cameras quite cheap, and I nearly bought one. But if it's for photography, I think it'll be okay, but no, Canon have got the advantage. Canon definitely got the advantage. Now, it was different 20 years ago. It was different even 10 years ago. But now, I wouldn't go anywhere near a Nikon camera or their lens system. I had a set of Nikon binoculars that were very good though. But sadly they got sold. Yeah. But I really like this new camera. I do like it. It's not the same as plugging in a proper camcorder into a capture card. Sadly, you know, very unfortunately, it's not the same as plugging in a proper camera, like camcorder, into a HDMI capture and streaming on that. They're not that great. You know, at the end of the day, these USB webcams, they're not that great, right? But they're relatively inexpensive, and if you want something easy and simple to stream with, that's where they really get their advantage from. And I think that's certainly the reason for buying the Facecam. Instead of going with a really complicated setup, I've gone for a relatively simple setup where I can just plug something into USB, and then later in the year the plan is to get a better camera. But I want to get like a camcorder even. Like I might even invest in like I'm tempted to do a cinema camera. I'm tempted to do something like crazy and like run a cinema camera as a streaming webcam. But who knows? Who the hell knows? You know. But yeah, that's Canon have got a new camcorder coming out that has an Ethernet socket in that apparently streams, which is just nuts. So who knows? I might even use that yet. There's a lot of equipment, but that's going to be like £4,000, so like £4,000. So it's like a significant step up from £180, £190 Facecam thingy. I'm going to double check actually just now what this Elgato cost, because I cannot seem to work out for the life of me. Right, it was £190. That was it. It was £190. Correct. That's the correct figure. The correct figure. So yes, it's a very cool, very, very cool camera. Like, it's simple, but very cool at the same time. So I'm very happy about it. Very, very happy about it. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. And I really, really like it. So how is everyone doing then today? Because like I say, I've been talking an awful lot about my shiny, shiny new face cam. My shiny, shiny new face cam. Which I'm hoping I'm going to get a lot of use out of. That's the idea anyway. Hopefully I'll get a lot of use out of it. That's my plan. And yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. Really, really love it. Really, really love what's going on. Think it's great. Think we're slowly getting there with the quality of the channel. We're slowly getting the quality of the channel there. You know, and it's getting there. It is getting there. It's a slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Slow and steady wins the race. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying our best at, anyway. That is what we're trying our best at. Talk, baby, nothing going on here, says Rex. Oh, I'm sure there's something going on. But yeah, it was a little bit of a rush to get into the... it was a little bit of a rush to get into the stream on time, because I was setting up all this equipment and videoing it and talking through it, so it was quite a rush. I'm going to tweak the colour of these lights ever so slightly to 4000 Kelvin just to bring in some slight warmth. Let me tweak this as well. Get them both at 4000 Kelvin just to improve the lighting just a little bit. I'm doing well. I'm trying my best. I'm really happy with the equipment that I'm using. I'm really, really happy with the quality of the equipment that I'm using. I've decided to invest in some like quality equipment. That's what I've gone for. I've gone for some like decent quality equipment. And that should hopefully improve, you know what I mean? That should hopefully improve things. How's the audio sound? That's something that I wanted to ask. How does the audio sound? Because, like I say, I'm using a different audio source tonight. I was using the Sony wireless mic, but now I'm using this desk mic. And I think it's okay. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So that's what I'm like trying out anyway. Just trying out different ideas. It's not quite where I wanted it to be, but it's getting there. I've been told to look on eBay at like a Handycam, like a Sony Handycam camcorder or something similar, that's been sold second hand. So like, because apparently you can get them second hand like really good prices, but the only thing that's bothering me about that is, does it output constantly? So is the camera going to overheat and shut down after so many minutes? Because that's another reason why I got this face cam. This bad boy will do 10 hours straight, no problem. Whereas, you know, that's what I'm sort of worried about a little bit with, you know, obviously if I'm running a long stream, my equipment just needs to be stable. It just needs to be flat and it needs to be stable to work. You know. Oh, I posted Logan's miniature today, so that's whisking its way off to Logan as we speak. Somewhere in the Royal Mail network. Whisking its way down the country. From north to south. But yeah, I'm hoping that, like, how does the 60 frames per second look, Rex? Like, how's it looking? Like, if I move around, like, does it look a lot better? Does it look a lot better? Or not? Does it look a lot better or not? It sounds great. Well, that's really good, because that is a £135 recorder. So it's quite expensive for what it is. But I'm quite happy with it. No, you see, well, no, you can plug it in to the power. You can plug it into the power. But you can plug it into the power. So it's not going to run on battery. But I think it's not going to work. That's like crap, you know. Yeah, a £4,000 professional camcorder is going to work for 10 hours, right? That'll be fine. But a whatever £500 Sony Handycam is not going to work for 10 hours straight, you know. And that's the thing. And like, so I think people like say things, like they say things that sounds like it might work, and it's like, yeah, that could work, and it's like, it's not gonna work, honey bun. It's not gonna work, honey bun. It's just not gonna work. But just grabbing this guy here. Come here, little hon. Oh jeez, I've got wires wrapped around wires. Right. The Logitech C920 though, that I've got, I'm sure this is a C920. It is, it's got to be. The Logitech C920 that I've got. Does it actually say on the little sticker what it is or not? It doesn't actually say. How silly is that? This is the Logitech C920 that I've had for a while. There's more crispness to the image. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, it's more fluid because of the 60 frames per second. But it's a lot crisper at 60 frames per second as well. So it's for what it is. It's very good for what it is. Like, because at the end of the day, cameras are very, very expensive things usually. Cameras are very, very expensive. And it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. This is my Logitech C920 that's getting really on in its days. And I plan on using this on the railway to do some fun stuff with. I think I've put it in the railway before and videoed stuff. We've like done multi-stream and put it in the railway before. So definitely going to be using this and the Brio as well, the Logitech Brio as well. But this is naff. This is crap compared to the two cameras that I'm running at the moment. This is really crap, and I'm really tempted just to sell it. But I don't think I'd get a lot of money for it, for the C920, because it's long in the tooth. These went to insane money during, like, you know, like the first lockdown that we had. These were going for like £70, £80 because no one had a webcam and they were all running to get webcams. It was crazy when there was that webcam shortage. And then obviously like Elgato had busted out their own camera. They're like, oh yeah, how you doing? They're like, you know, like Joey from Friends. They're like Elgato saw like Logitech making a fortune with webcams, and they were like, how you doing? You know, hey, how are you doing? How you doing? You know, so it's a lot better. It's a lot better. That is our little C920 guy, who's gonna get like mostly retired, I think now. He's gonna get mostly retired because he's good. He's good, I like him. But it's just not anywhere near, you know, I think, oh, the camera like won't pick it up. What's in the box? Oops. It's a Facecam. Elgato Facecam. The Facecam. That's what's in the box. So we've got brand new spanker. It's a spanker. A brand spanker. That's what it is. Oh! Spending your earnings already. I am. I am. I'm vaguely familiar with it. We used it for videos. Right, okay. Okay. Oh, is that what? Vaguely familiar. What is that with the C920, Rex? Is that with the C920? Is that with the Logitech C920? So yeah, it's just great to be streaming again. Really love to be streaming. Like, it's just great to be streaming, really. And investing in some equipment, you know, it's great to be investing in some equipment, but the problem is, like, the technology just advances so quickly. Like, I've got this little DJI camera here that does like 4K 60 FPS if you'll let it, and it's like, geez, you know, I can't keep up with everything, you know. Yeah, the square one, yeah, this bad boy here. They were really good in the day. They were like the de facto camera in the day. 8K. No, I'm not doing 8K. My internet can't do 8K. My internet will sustain at 18 megabits per second upstream. I can do 18 megabits per second. No problem. Right. No problem, 18 megabits per second. But beyond that, like, no. It won't do 8K. Not channels or anything else that works on, but it's it. No, like, I've seen cameras. I've seen, like, is it Samsung that have got cameras and they're like 8K camera. It's like, nobody needs 8K in a phone this big. Nobody needs 8K in a phone this big. They do not need it. Paul says, I'm still here. I have a lot going on in the background. No problem, Paul. Just do, you know, if you like me on in the background, that's perfectly fine. You know. You asked me the other day, how do I make money? Well, sometimes I'm invited to do a video, so there you go. Alright, cool, Rex. Very, very cool. I think that's the way it's going now. I think that's the way it's going. There's definitely more sort of like, you know, adult themed streaming going on. Almost certainly. That's going on a lot more. You know. But yeah, these phone technology is just getting silly now. Because the screens are tiny. The screens are absolutely tiny on these little things. You know, this is 4K. this shoots 4K and plays back 4K HDR. I need a new phone though. Like, I bought loads of streaming equipment and I need a new phone. But you see, I'm streaming all the time now, so the phone's like second fiddle. Really, the phone sort of runs second fiddle. Am I using the new camera now? Yes. This is the Elgato Facecam now. That's the one I'm using now. The one I was using before was the Logitech Brio, which is now the secondary camera. And the C920 I used on a couple of videos on the railway, the model railway, is what the C920 did. So, I think the other one was really good. What, the camera that I was on the other night, that was this one. This one. Yeah. Oh, so you think it was... I thought it was always crappy. I thought it was really crappy. I'm using the auto... Seem better when you move. Oh, I know what you mean. This is... the autofocus is stuffed on the Brio, though. Like, that's the only issue. The autofocus is, like, completely kachingered on that, you know. So that's the only issue. Focus. Oh, I like how it actually doesn't tell you what the focus is. That's nice of it. You can crack off autofocus though. Ah! It has a random flicker every now and then. I think the flicker is the autofocus gunning. I've just turned the autofocus off. This one isn't the Facecam. This is the Logitech Brio 4K. And this one is the Facecam, which is like actually better in a weird way. So I need a new phone too. I'm waiting to afford an iPhone. Like, they've got a new iPhone. They've got a new iPhone out again, but it hasn't got unlock with fingerprint, and like, there's no way I'm buying a phone that I have to face, because it's just annoying. Like, I think that's the trouble with Apple. Like, the standardization that Samsung, Sony, blah 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 have given us, like a USB-C charging, you know, it's just like, this is a Sony Xperia 1, but they've now got the Sony Xperia 1 Mark III out. I wanted a Sony Xperia 1 Mark II because it was like an upgraded version of this, but yeah, this is the Sony Xperia 1, which was a very good phone like a year or two ago. It's very purple. I've just took it out of the case. It's very, very purple. Bubble. Lovely bubbles. I have an iPhone for work and it's terrible. I really like the Sony. It does, like, it has a cinema mode and you can shoot in proper cinema. The only trouble is, though, it doesn't have a screen on the back of the phone, and it could do with like a little preview window on the back so you could actually film yourself. And that's the killer. Not a new one on it. I'll take the old iPhone. Yeah, like, I don't think many people can afford the iPhone. It's very expensive. It's very expensive, the iPhone. I'm using a Galaxy I got for free. I always get a random phone. This time I went for a OnePlus. Not that fussed with phones. Yeah, because of the upgrade cycle on phones, like, I'm just keeping this one for now. I'm gonna get the new Sony very soon, but you're changing them so frequently, it's just like an awful waste of money. You know, if you want to keep up with the latest one, it's like every year. Like, I've seen people releasing phones every 6 months, but like, there's not going to be using a lot. There's not going to be a lot of difference, but every year they come up with a key new upgrade. and it's just like crazy. I'm using the Galaxy I got for free when I started my account. Oh, cool. Cool. You got a Galaxy for free? How did you get a Galaxy for free? But it must be quite old. It must be quite an old Galaxy now, Paul. With O2 they do the bills where the phone and the SIM is split, which allows you to change phones cheaper more often if you want. That's a really good idea. You see, because I've always bought the phone and then bought the SIM card separate, so I can just switch phones whenever I want or not. I like the idea of not being pressured into buying phones or not buying phones. So yeah, that's really good. Really, really good. You pay £11 for the SIM and the same for the phone, meaning the upgrade cost is half cheaper. I'm on 3 and I pay like £20 a month for unlimited everything. Is that a good deal? I like the fact that it's unlimited everything though. I don't want to be limited in any way, so it's unlimited calls. It's unlimited calls, unlimited minutes, unlimited data, unlimited hotspot, so you can use it as your phone as a hotspot, unlimited. £20 a month. So I really love that. And like the trouble is though, like that's the con with 3, right? The way 3 con you is that they give you everything unlimited for like £19-20 a month, whatever it is, the deals that they run. Right, but let's just say for argument's sake £20 a month. But then they're like, if you want 40 gigs, it's £15 a month. And you're like, but for that extra fiver, everything can be unlimited. And like that's what they do. The worst thing is you always get more data even if you don't use it, because yeah, that in case moment, that's the thing. You know, and that's the like the big deal for me. You know what I mean? It's like that extra £5 a month. You're not going to notice £5 a month, right? Even if your income's not that big, you're not going to miss £5 a month, right? But to have unlimited data is like, you know, across a 36-month contract, £5 adds up. Yeah, it does, but I think I'm only on like it's a 24-month contract, but I'm a long way into it. I need to like recontract. Gerald Tom says XXXXXXXXX. Is that kisses? Thank you, Gerald Tom. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, I just thought I'd do like a cheeky stream today, like just a little cheeky stream, because I was like so busy setting everything up, sorting all the cameras out, and I was sorting out lights, I was sorting out cameras. I've got a big pile of wires now down here that needs sorting out. Need to sort out the big pile of wires down there. I pay $50 from Limited and get 5 gigabytes of hotspot time. I think like it's more expensive, isn't it, phone contracts in the US? Because what's £20 in US dollars? GBP to GBP to USD. 5G is shit in the UK, barely anywhere. Yeah, it's not here. Like 3 are doing this amazing, like £20 a month unlimited home broadband, where you can get it on 5G. Not available anywhere. Like no one's got it apart from like Milton Keynes. $27.35. So like let's just round it up to $28 because the conversion rate's never perfect. Like $28, Paul. My phone unlimited hotspot on 3, which you don't have in the US. Unlimited hotspot, unlimited data, unlimited phone, unlimited text for $28 a month. It's a contract. It's a contract though. It is a contract. That's the only thing, it is a contract. But not the phone, it's just the SIM card. Just the SIM card on its own. So US sounds expensive, but average wage is like $50,000 US. Yeah, like I remember, like, I knew someone who worked for, like, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. So they worked just, like, a minimum, what we would call, like, a minimum wage, like, basic job. Or I'd say a schlep job. And they were on, like, 38,000 US dollars a year or something. It was, like, way more. Like, which was low for America because of the average wage. But it was, like, you're on loads of money. You know, like, they were just working for Enterprise Rent-A-Car at, like, the desk, you know, at an airport. Yeah, with my job, moving the US is lucrative. It's mad. Cost of living, I'm guessing, is more. Hey, William, Lanark, hey. Well, yeah, like, it's that medical, isn't it? Like, you have to pay. We have the NHS. I know you've got national insurance to pay, but, like, it's that US medical that I think is the killer. You know, but stuff's cheaper, like Hot Wheels. $1 in America. £1.50 here. Killer. Absolute killer for us Hot Wheels collectors. Lethal. Absolutely lethal. You know, that's the only, like, killer. How many do I have? What, of the Hot Wheels? I've got a mountain over there. I've got an absolute, like, mountain of Hot Wheels. Too many. Let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 so far. 26 Hot Wheels. And then, like, I've got doubles that I've opened, like, but not many. I've only got 3 doubles that I've opened and an extra one to open here. So I went a little bit mental. But what's that like? Did I say 26 or 28? No, I'm collecting them for fun. Like, I collect Marklin model trains, which are, like, German made, but the Marklin model trains are like £400 a train, £350, £400 a train, because they're metal, digital sound, all bells and whistles. And, like, these are £1.50. So at the moment I'm collecting Hot Wheels because it's significantly cheaper to collect, which allows me to invest in, like, camera equipment and computer gears. What other stream do you have going? I'm, like, experimenting with Twitch, Paul. I'm experimenting with Twitch. So, like, I'm using the Logitech Brio on my Apple MacBook Pro, and on my PC I'm running the Elgato Facecam, and my internet can somehow handle it. So yeah, hoping the game value. Yeah, I am. But it's not. It's mainly just to collect. It's like, even what, I can't remember if I said 26 or 28 now, but let's just say 28. Like, 28 times £1.50 is like 42 quid. Like, the whole collection, you know. Whole collection. Where are you from? UK? Yeah, I'm from Blackpool, UK. And how's Pepe did nothing wrong? How's Pepe doing? So it's great just doing different streams. That's what I'm up to. Yeah, well, I need to expand into Twitch. Like, I absolutely need to expand into Twitch. So that's what I'm sort of going on now. No, I'm full time. I'm a full-time girl. Full-time girl. Never knew I'd done model trains. I do like live streams on model trains. It can be lots of fun. But it's lots of fun. I'm gonna like just stream for an hour though, and then call it a day. So like, sadly, I'm gonna like end the stream in about 10 minutes, and I'm just gonna smash it tomorrow because I don't want a late night. I don't want a late night. Ooh, I don't know. It's a difficult question, that one. Yeah, I'm a girl that likes trains. I hit something on my screen and got lost there. Yeah, I do play Train Simulator. I've got Microsoft Train Simulator, which is a really old one. I've got that as well, but I've got in my Steam library, I've got Train Simulator. Right, but both of them. So I've got Train Sim World and Train Simulator. Train Sim World 2020. I need to upgrade that. And Train Simulator 2021. But isn't there a new Train Sim World? Isn't there like Train Sim World 2021 or something? Like the train sims are really good. How long have I been a girl? Like, I went, like, when did I go full-time, guys? Like, I can't remember now. Like, I've been full-time, like, a while. Like, November, like, start of first lockdown. No, November 2020 was, like, then, November 2020. Yeah, November 2020 was when I went like full time, like as in like getting up in the morning as a girl all the time. Because of like commitments, I managed to be free then. That's when I was free. My mum supports it. You're not a big fan of technology. I'm not a big fan of touchscreens. I'm really tempted to buy an Amiga 500 Plus for schnitz and giggles. I used to have one, and then I'm not on hormones at the moment. I'm on a waiting list. You went full time about a year ago. Yeah, I think that's about it. November 2020 is like when it was like every day. Like, you know, as in like in the morning every day, you know, rather than just the evening. A girl's gotta have some secrets. What do you think? Eh? What do you think of my hair? What do you think? Do you think of that? What do you think? What do you think? Take a guess. You born femme. I wish I was born femme. So yeah, it's like now I just live as a girl. You know, it's great. I feel amazing. I feel amazing living as a girl full time, you know. I can't live as a man. I just can't do it. And we enjoy every minute. Oh, thank you so much, Paul. Solo Jojo. Hello, Solo Jojo. It's great. Like, we've got like 8 people in the chat so far. It's like great. Do I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? I'm single. Hold my hair up and pull. What, like that? Hold my hair up and pull? Look, there you go. There you go. Thank you. You do a good job with your hair. Thank you so much. This is actually, like, it needs, like, the end snipping, because The ends are getting a bit split. You know, needs a bit of a trim. But apart from that, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. You know, not too shabby indeed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like so much better, like being a girl. Like, it's so hard to explain to someone who isn't transgender what living in like your birth gender is like. It's horrendous. Yeah, I've known from the age of 8 I wanted to be a girl. I was playing with Barbies and dolls and like Polly Pocket and Sylvanian families. You know. Hey James, how are you? There's a lot of people popping into the chat suddenly. You know, did everyone else know? Well, like, no, but I was treated like really weird by people. Like, I wouldn't say I was bullied, but people just didn't get me. Because I think obviously there was that like effeminate, but I'm not like gay effeminate, I'm not camp, I'm feminine. So, like, I'm female feminine, so there was like a guy who's like acting like a girl, but obviously my voice got altered to be quiet, like to be lower, you know, like that lower. I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to make my voice better. Sometimes I consciously like remember to do the girl voice. You seem so happy now compared to a year ago. There's a big difference in like how much better I feel. I feel so much better. I feel so much better now. How common is it? I think being transgender is getting better. You were bullied as well, Rex. Oh, like, I'm not saying that I wasn't bullied, but at the same time, like, I wasn't like, I was more an outcast than bullied. You know what I mean? I've had certain moments where I have been bullied by 1 or 2 kids in school, but they were little schools and stuff, so like the bullies tended to get kicked out very quickly. When I was in school 15 years ago, I didn't know anybody was trans. Yeah, like we were all hidden. We were all stealth. There was like only the extreme people who were like, if I don't become a woman, I'm going to kill myself immediately. Only those people were the ones who came out as trans. You know, everyone else, like me, we didn't even know what trans was. I just wanted to be a girl. I didn't know I could actually be one. You know, that was the thing. You know, we were just sat there like confused, not knowing what to do. Because it's not like the first thing you jump to. There's a lot of soul searching, you know. Like a lot of the TERFs, you know, what they try and say about like trans people and it's a trend and blah blah blah. It's like, no, it's not. You don't come to the conclusion straight away. It takes a while of soul searching to go like, is it actually what's happening? Would you ever have full surgery, or is it too early to say? Because I'm on a waiting list, it's too early. I'm not going to have the full surgery because I'm terrified of operations. So it's just too much, the surgery. You know, that's the thing. So, but I'm on a waiting list for female hormones, and I'll cross that bridge when I come to it because the list is years long, literally years long. You hid desperately. I know the feeling, Rex. I know the feeling. And like I say, I tried to go full time in December 2019, but it got delayed because of like factors beyond my control. It got delayed till November. Imagine being 40 years ago, lucky babes. I thought I was only one. Thank God for the internet. Thank God for the internet. It like the internet saved us, I think. Like, look at us during this like lockdown and everything. Everyone just like went and binged watched Netflix. You know, everyone stay at home, and everyone was like, screw it, I'll play PlayStation and Netflix. Solo Jojo says, I feel that I want to hug you so tight. You're so cute. Oh, thank you. Virtual hug inbound. Virtual hug. I wanted the surgery but couldn't afford it. The thing is, though, like, there's a trans woman called Sienna Grace, and she was, like, a well-known, like, adult entertainer, and she's on YouTube, and she had the surgery and it went wrong, and like her bum hole and her like new vagina are connected, so the poo comes out the vagina, so they had to like tap into a colon, like to cut off a colon, and she's now got a bag, like a stoma, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know what I'd do in that situation. I don't know what I'd do if that happened to me. You know, I don't know what I'd do if that happened to me. You know, it was just so bad. So I would say to people, if you can live without the surgery, don't get the surgery in case you get complications, because the complications don't happen all the time. They're relatively uncommon. I wouldn't say the word rare, but I'd say uncommon. But the consequences, if things do go wrong, are horrendous. I know a trans woman in Blackpool who's had it. She's so happy. She loves it. It hurt when she did it. She said it like was really, really painful. But now she's over the moon. But she doesn't pass. It's like, I know that sounds horrendous, but she's had the surgery and hormones. She does not pass at all. She does not pass as a cisgender woman at all. And like, I personally wouldn't like it. Like, I'm quite passable, thankfully. I'm very fortunate, but like the women that I see, the trans women that I see that have had surgery and like you can't tell, I choose a doctor in Thailand for it. They are the best at it. I think they probably are. You know, I think they probably are. But like I'm not having the surgery because I don't like operations, but I wouldn't risk it unless you were really desperate. The only two options would be if you were like really young, like 18, 20, and you've stopped your like testosterone happening in puberty. You've been on puberty blockers, so you look like a girl, and then you look like androgynous or whatever, and then you go on female hormones, and then you look like a cisgender woman, 20-year-old cisgender woman, then I'd have the surgery, because if you can pass, then it's going to be a really big advantage, you know what I mean, to actually have that surgery. But if you're not passable, like, I'd really stay away. Oh, Mia Henry in Canada had the full surgery. She works in movies and there's a model. Yeah, like, I've seen Mia's channel, but, like, doesn't Mia say that, like, she didn't realise how much dilation she had to do? And she was like, if I'd known what I had to do, like, with the dilation and stuff for the first year and how much it's like, she was like, I wouldn't have done it. She didn't regret the surgery, but she regretted the recovery time from the surgery. So yeah, that was definitely a thing. That was definitely a thing. You try hard, but you don't pass. Oh, I'm sorry, Rex. Some people don't. It's just, I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. I need to make a more feminine voice. And I'm on the more passable end of the spectrum. Yeah, it's definitely, like, if you're young, the surgery is a lot more better option, and also like your body recovers a lot faster and everything. Took 6 months to recover. Yeah, like people say like 6-12 months to recover. If you're young, it's worth doing because you heal a lot faster as well, and you've got more of your life ahead of you. And certainly like stuff like your sex life and stuff's a lot busier when you're like 20. So that's going to be a thing, but you know. Oh, hiccups. Tape. So how do you go about tucking when you go in leggings? I'm not too bad. Like, I've got leggings on at the moment, and hopefully you can't really see it that much. I just don't bother. I'm not bothering with tape or whatever. If someone's like looking down there, then they can have a surprise. Mia's 28. Yeah, like she's like on the later end of the scale, I think, for like doing it, probably. You ever watch it on Sky One? I don't have Sky. I used to have Sky. We had like the full package of Sky. But then we just started using the internet for everything. Alright, cool. I'll have to have a look. Like, maybe I can like stream that. Like Ladyboys it was called. Maybe I can stream it. Like I prefer the like ones in the West though, like certainly UK, US stories, because like Thailand's so different, the culture's completely different. It's perfectly fine to be trans there. They like no one cares if you're trans. It's like go trans, you know. Where it's just like a thing that you do. It's like an occupation. It's like you wake up and say, Daddy, I want to be a doctor or an astronaut. In like Thailand, you go, Daddy, I want to be a ladyboy, and like the family are like fine with it, you know. Whereas in the Western world, it's a little bit more like touchy being trans, but it's a lot more popular now. There's a lot more people doing it. The doctors in Thailand give you counselling for about 2 years of counselling to make sure it is what you want. I think that's like a really good idea, because it's like a one-way street, isn't it? But I think like they should say if you're passable or not. You know, they should say like, look, you know, us British men are like magnets to the ladyboys. They hassle you and don't give up. So funny. William says, I think you look great. I'd take you out to a fine dinner. Oh, thank you very much. You'll have to come to Blackpool and take me out for a lovely, lovely dinner. I'm just sort of like in a black t-shirt and black leggings tonight. Just sort of simple. Because I was setting up all these lights before, so that was like the problem. No fine diners in Blackpool, but no, there's a few. There's a few. It's been revamped. There's a few posh places now. You know, there is a few posh places to go. But yeah, I'm gonna like wrap up the stream soon. Like, I'm gonna wrap up the stream very shortly. Two great minds. But I'm gonna wrap up the stream shortly because it's like getting late now, and I want to have like a relatively early start to everything. So you dreamed about getting the surgery ever since you were 19, but it just wasn't meant to be. You see, if you don't pass, you know what I mean. Whoa! Thank you, Welsh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yay! So, oh, night, Caroline. Oh, thank you so much, Welsh. It's like really helps. It certainly helps like invest in the equipment, you know, because at the moment all the money's going into the equipment, you know, to like really bring up the stream, you know, really bring up the quality of the stream, you know. I learned about getting the surgery. Some people have everything done and find out it was a mistake since about 10. I know. Well, no, I think people who don't pass regret it, right? I think there's... Yeah, Twitch. We're twitching. Like... Yeah, since 10, yeah. I know, I'd have to turn the Twitch stream off. I'd have to turn the Twitch stream off. But what I've been thinking of doing is like the intro bit, like the warm-up. I can Twitch, like, warm-up before we actually get to, like, the grand finale. So that's, like, what I do. I've just got to remember to turn the damn thing off. But yeah, it's iffy, like, it is iffy, you know what I mean? It's a little bit sketchy, you know. If you don't pass, you're sort of screwed. And I think there's a correlation between people who don't pass and people who regret it. And I think sadly the doctors need to, like, be really straight with people. I don't know. Does it matter? I'm sure you're allowed to multicast. I'm sure you're allowed to multicast. Because there's multicast services they offer where you stream to both. Because I'm using 2 different cameras. It's 2 completely separate feeds. Like, yeah, I know what you mean, Rex. Because I'd love, like, you know, to be like fully female as well. But I think if you're not passable, I should be okay, Welsh. I should be okay because they're separate streams. They're running on 2 completely different cameras. They're 2 completely independent streams. I've got a laptop running one webcam and a PC running another webcam. So they're completely separate streams. They're not like one being streamed, you know, it's not like I'm restreaming something. They're separate streams completely. I did get the friend request on Discord. I did. But yeah, I think surgeons should, like, have a really hard talk with people who don't pass, but they don't, because it'd be, like, awful. But they should say you don't pass. Like, do you still want the surgery? You don't pass, you know, because, like, you're going to have a lot harder life not passing. But a lot like it. A lot are really happy. So, you know, like, that's the problem. It's not ethical to say that. Yeah, oh, thank you, Welsh. Thank you. I will be seeing you tomorrow on the stream. Unfortunately, in spite of the best efforts, I'm not passable. I'm not fully passable. I'm not fully passable. I'm 80% there. But people know I'm trans. People know I'm trans. You know, they do. People know I'm trans. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, end the stream. Like, I'm about to end the stream, so if anyone would like to say anything, please say it now. If you've got a question to ask it now, or forever miss out. Forever miss out. But yeah, it was great, like, streaming with the new camera. It was great streaming with the new camera. And see you guys on Twitch. Right, Twitch is down. Twitch is off now. So we're back to the other camera. Think about the UK. I think I know the UK woman you were talking about. You probably do, Paul. She lives in Blackpool, though. Is it a woman who lives in Blackpool? William says night. Oh, night, William. Good night, William. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You don't care, though. Well, you should just do it for you. If you got the money, get the money and do it. Get the money and make it happen. Right, okay, everyone. I am actually officially going to go to bed now, because it's very, very late. Very, very late indeed. So, I will see you in the next live stream. And I've got some videos to edit as well, so they'll be going up as well. Thank you guys so much. Love, love, love you all. Love, love, love you all. And now I can actually turn off my lights from the computer. Ta-da! That is what it looks like without the lights on. Look how naff it is. It's crap. And then if I turn that off, that was like my little fill light. This is how naff the stream looks without. This is just with standard lights on in the room. And these are really bright lights. I've got really bright bulbs in this. Feels so dark in here now. Is she into model railroads? I don't think she is. I don't think she is. I don't think she's into model railroads, Paul. She's into roller coasters. Me and my lovers, when I find them, we still have food. Nice. Okay, everyone. Good night. Look how naff the stream is without the proper lights on. Okay, thank you, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.